Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is my 2024 Formula 1 Brazilian Grand Prix review, where we did see, in the end, quite a dramatic weekend, wasn't it? A bit of a chaos weekend. It did start off to be a good weekend for McLaren, and now it ended in disaster for McLaren in the race. And vice versa for Max Verstappen, ended in disaster. Well, started with a disaster for Max Verstappen, and he pulled up an absolutely incredible drive. Max Verstappen did the impossible from P17 in the wet conditions to win the Grand Prix, and to officially put an end to the drivers' title race. And Max Verstappen is going to be a four-time world champion. And just like that, the title race ends like that. Just like that. McLaren struggled in the race. And these three, you see on your screen, a double Alpine podium, and Max Verstappen, they did it perfectly. Strategy was perfect. They stayed out. While Norris and Russell pitted. And these three got a free pit stop. Because a red flag came out and you are allowed to have a free pit stop. And them three absolutely benefited from it. And it's not really lucky. Lando Norris was being a bit salty after the Grand Prix, saying it's not talent, it's just luck. Well, I'm not being funny, Lando. You weren't good enough to win the title. Simple as that. And Max Verstappen, with the third quickest car on the grid, still ends up being a four-time world champion. I know people in the comments are going to be like, oh, it's not over yet. Well, it is over. Let's be real. It is over now. It's all about the constructors' battle now. And for me, Max Verstappen haters are not going to like this, but he deserves to win it. He deserves to win the title. Lando Norris has had numerous of opportunities this season, and he's bottled it. He's a bottle job. No, I'm going to say it. He's a fucking bottle job. He's a bottle job. He ain't done enough, Lando Norris. He ain't done enough. I did say the DAF was still bid. When it was closing down to 44 points. Maybe being a bit harsh on Lando Norris saying bottle job, actually. Maybe because I am a Prix fan. And I'm just a bit gutted that he's not going to be a Prix driver. But by the way, I still respect Max Verstappen. I still respect his achievements. And Max Verstappen, this is what a world champion does. He finds a way to win. Unlike Lewis Hamilton. No, I'm going into there. I am proper going into it. Unlike Lewis Hamilton, who keeps moaning and groaning about the car. No, you're just finished, Lewis. You're finished. That's what you are. You're finished as a driver. We'll talk. Lewis Hamilton ain't doing anything in the Ferrari. Trust me, he ain't doing anything. Charles Leclerc isn't that main priority at Ferrari next season. And now what then for Lewis? Is he going to start paying the car then? Paying the car on his team. Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time world champion, by the way. But we saw Michael Schumacher in a shit Mercedes qualify that Mercedes on pole. Of course, it got took off him, but he still did it. In shit Mercedes, qualified on pole. Lewis Hamilton, who is the so-called master of the wet, and he's still complaining. And he complains about the resurface as well. Of course, Fernando Alonso did complain as well with the other drivers, but you know what the other drivers did? They just got on with it. And for me, Lewis Hamilton's over 40 now. He's over 40. Or near enough that age. People say, well, Lewis Hamilton didn't get the priority this season. Why should he? Why should he get priority? He's already said he's even. So I think Mercedes are right. They've all the priority to George Russell. Fuck Lewis. Fuck him. It's something the same with Ferrari as well. Fred Vasseur is a big fan of Charles Leclerc. So, Lewis Hamilton, this is peak. This is getting peak for Lewis Hamilton. He's actually ending his career on an absolute whimper. Absolute whimper. Yeah, okay, he won the British Grand Prix. Again, we have to say, got a bit lucky, let's be real, winning the British Grand Prix. But he had the perfect strategy. But it's at the only Grand Prix he's going to do well at. Come on, let's be real. No, honestly, I'm sick of it now. I am sick of it. All these Verstappen haters are all key Lewis Hamilton fans. All key Lewis Hamilton fans. And Lewis Hamilton couldn't do that. And Lewis Hamilton should be doing that. No, we'll talk. He should be doing that. People will be like, oh, but Mercedes are not as quick as the Red Bull car and all the cars. But hang on a minute. Red Bull, the third quickest car on the grid. And Max Verstappen has tried that to a win. It's not nothing good, is it, for Lewis Hamilton fans, is it? That's all I'm saying. It's not nothing good for Lewis Hamilton fans that Verstappen did that. Look, Lewis Hamilton, fair enough, 7-time world champion, fair play to him. But let's be real now. Most of them titles, he needed to have the car. He needs to have a car that no one will challenge, apart from Rosberg and Max Verstappen did. I'm going to say it. I actually think Lewis Hamilton is actually overrated, an overrated world champion. I actually think 2008 was his best title win, in my opinion. He wasn't challenged in most of his other titles, apart from the year Verstappen won it and the year Rosberg won it. What are we doing here? And this is the same, and he's been exposed by me. Honestly, he's been exposed, Lewis Hamilton, by me, because he's complaining and moaning about this car's untrivable and all that. There we go, people. He needed the car, which tells you everything. Max Verstappen didn't have the quickest car in 2021, still won the title. Yes, people will be like, oh, it's controversy. Controversy and all that. Not really. No, I'm going in now. Not really controversy, was it? Let's be real. It wasn't Verstappen's fault. FIA, yeah, stupid rules from them. All the cars should be able to overtake the safe car, not just the cars in between Max and Lewis. I do agree with that. But Lewis Hamilton had the opportunity to pit for fresher tyres. So, sorry, that's the truth. And for me, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton couldn't race in Sen's Michael Schumacher's boots. He couldn't race them at all. Let's be real. Hamilton needed the car. Verstappen, for 2 of his title wins, Max Verstappen, he hasn't needed the car. He's trod that car on his ability. This season and 2021. 2022, again, because Ferrari were the quickest car in 2022. It's only that season Red Bull were dominant. That's it. 2022, Ferrari bottled it, in my opinion. And Verstappen stole the chosen victory. So, for me, this man needs more respect, Max Verstappen. Needs more respect. I'm telling you right now. He needs more respect. I actually rate him higher than Lewis Hamilton. No, we'll talk. In my opinion. Lewis Hamilton, done in one. I respect his achievements. 7-time world champion, still amazing. Yeah, I agree. Michael Schumacher as well, but let's be real, Michael Schumacher won in a shit Bennington. And not as quick as the cars these days either. So again, that's another 5 point. By the way, I'm not saying Verstappen's anywhere near Senna or Schumacher. No chance. But I think Verstappen is better than Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, stats will say otherwise. But you've just seen Max Verstappen in wet conditions, in where your vision will be affected, start P17 and win the Grand Prix. I've not seen Lewis Hamilton do that. Lewis Hamilton only did that in the try in Brazil. And that's more easier. Let's be real. So, enough wanting. And every lap, Verstappen was setting the fastest lap as well. But yeah, Max Verstappen for me has sealed the title now. Definitely sealed the title now. McLaren absolutely flopped in the race massively. Just when it started well as well, the weekend for them after winning the sprint, 1-2 in the sprint. Norris starting on pole as well. And once again, Norris, it's just a bottle job when he starts on pole. He always uses out on the lead. He lost out on the lead to George Russell, and that already. To be fair to Norris, though, he still had time, but his team absolutely let him down in the race by putting them in to the pits. I think that I don't know who it was, whether it was Norris or the team, to say to stay out, but whoever made that decision to come in, I can't quite remember, needs to take the PM for me. And they flopped massively, McLaren. And after that, I think they deserve to use the driver's title, in my opinion. Shout out to Alpine, second and third. Again, they started quite low, didn't they? At the start of the Grand Prix. Got it spot on. They stayed out. And got the benefit of a free pit stop as well. Played it perfectly. I think Russell wanted to stay out as well. But Mercedes told him to bring them in. And say, this is the thing, this is the purely difference. Red Bull still got the best strategists out there. And the strategies for Red Bull have won them the title, the driver's title for me. Charles Leclerc is in fifth, obviously finishing fifth. Yeah, again, poor from Charles Leclerc and Ferrari, but still good weekend for RB, our veteran. I know they qualified quite high, but both of them in the points. Lewis Hamilton getting the points as well. But for me, Hamilton's got no excuses. He should have been on the podium for me. If he's a 7-time world champion, people, so they should find a way to get on the podium. Max Verstappen did. And I'll put it down to, Lewis Hamilton doesn't play on these simulators, does he? He doesn't play on the video game. The video games where you can simulate the track. While Max Verstappen does as well. So yeah, I'm sticking by my point. I've always said about Lewis Hamilton. I really don't think he's anywhere near the top 2 in terms of players of all time. Nowhere near. Even if he had 8 world titles, I still wouldn't put him anywhere near. But it's, and people are going to say it's racing motivated. Shut up, honestly. All these fan girls as well of Lewis Hamilton. The aura of Lewis. The aura of Lewis Hamilton. Oh yeah, the Lando Norris fan girls will be crying, won't they? They'll be crying as well. And yeah, I think Norris needs to be criticised. He's had numerous of opportunities in the past races this season where he should have won. And that should have been closed down. Maybe not his fault, but it's his team fault as well. But Perez, Berman, Bottas, Alonso, and Zhou Guan Yu all didn't store the points. Albon obviously did not start because of qualifying. His tyre was a mess. And Sainz, Pinto, Hulkenberg and Stroll all retired in the race. I think Hulkenberg got disqualified for letting the citizens move his car. Jan Stroll was already out before he retired during the formation lap. His car was in the trouble. Pinto, a massive crash which caused the red flag. And Carlos Sainz, he just had problems, didn't he, with his car, unfortunately. Just had a lot of issues with his car as well. But for me, Max Verstappen deserves driver of the day for me. Absolutely masterful how he did that, to be honest with you. Oh, but then people don't be like, yeah, but a lot of other cars were in the pits. It's not the point. That's why you got strategists out there. And by the way, Max Verstappen was already in 10th. I think it was after, one lap? After one lap as well. Fair play, man. Fair play. I just don't know how he did it, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, I did expect Max Verstappen to go off the grid. I think I put him to finish. I did actually put him to finish 5th. I thought 5th was at best, in my opinion. I thought he'd get to 5th at best. But yeah, in the end, perfect weekend for Red Bull and Verstappen. And Verstappen can now get the champagne out. He's going to be a 4-time world champion now. After McLaren, a shit show from McLaren. Let's be real. And obviously, these were the sprint results. Norris, Piastri getting out the way for Norris. I think it was on the last lap or one more lap remaining. Again, obviously, team orders. Norris does need the points. I do agree with that. But if I'm not to Piastri, who cares? Who cares? Norris, if he's any good, should be still closing that gap on him. And Piastri, I'm pretty sure it was already 1 second ahead of Norris. Obviously, Charles Leclerc did keep his 3rd place in the end because despite Max Verstappen did overtake Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, he got given a virtual safety car infringement. And this is the thing now with the consistency. This is the thing with the consistency now because Max Verstappen gets a 5-second penalty, but Lando Norris doesn't get a penalty for an aborted start infringement. And Sergio Perez, he got a penalty as well in Mexico for kind of the same thing as Lando Norris. Where's consistency? The FIA wanted McLaren to win, didn't they? They wanted McLaren to win the Drivers' Championship. And now McLaren are not going to win the Drivers' Championship. Verstappen's going to win. And you know what? Fucking fair play to Verstappen. Fair play. And if I was Verstappen, I would actually have a door to FIA as well to say, where's the FIA about now? Where they at now? Johnny Herbert, who has reactions to McLaren, and the same Johnny Herbert who was so bitter about Max Verstappen winning in 2021, make it make sense. So Carlos Sainz is in 5th. Russell got on the points as well. Yes, be real. George Russell is just better than Lewis Hamilton. Let's be real now. These days, he's just better than Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton can't talk with these regulations. This couldn't talk with these regulations. And I don't know how Hamilton's going to talk with next year, 2026 regulations either. Hamilton is finished, people. He's finished. All these people saying, oh, but next year could be the year for Hamilton and all that. No, he's finished. He can't drive these cars no more. These cars suit Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, Piastri, Russell. These regulations suited them drivers as well. I did tell people all them years ago that 2021 was probably his last chance. But yeah, Perdazzi then, bonus points from Perdazzi, especially in the sprint as well. Perez stolen points in the sprint as well, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Perez is already done, from what I'm hearing. Perez is already done. And that is strange, to be honest, with the drivers Red Bull are targeting to try and get a replacement for Perez. Tsunoda, Toro Pinto, and Lawson being in for that seat. I don't want to say Tsunoda's too early because it isn't, but Tsunoda ain't good enough for that seat. He ain't good enough for that seat. Simple as that. And if Tsunoda tries Red Bull, that's a car twat. Honestly, absolute car twat. It's going to cost the team a lot of parts. And Tsunoda, he will fight for Verstappen as well. And that's what Red Bull don't want. They don't want Verstappen to have a fight with a teammate on track. So, Tsunoda shouldn't happen. Liam Lawson, too early for me. Liam Lawson has found his level so far, which is RB. And Toro Pinto, how can you give him the C when he's just joined F1 on a temporary basis until the end of the season? Madness. Yeah, he may be a talent, Toro Pinto, maybe a talent, but you know what Red Bull should be doing? Red Bull should be down to Williams for Carlos Sainz. Yeah, I'm not interested what happened years ago with Verstappen and Carlos Sainz's father. So what? So what? Carlos Sainz is the only better replacement for Perez, in my opinion. If I'm Red Bull, pay the money for Carlos Sainz. And Tal Williams didn't keep Toro Pinto. Perfect. Perfect for me. Obviously, it's not going to happen. Sainz is already contracted to Williams and they won't let him go. And Williams, that is fucking dud. That is way dud from Williams to keep all the Sainz for me. Which he'll join Williams next year. Because Williams are going to be a force with Albon and Sainz in that car. So what do Red Bull do if they can't get Carlos Sainz? Do they try and tempt Fernando Alonso? Not really. I think Alonso would want to stay at Aston Martin with Adrian Newey there now. What do Red Bull do? Do they call Sebastian Vettel back? I think that's the only choice. That's the only choice I would make. Is call Vettel back because Ricardo, he's finished in F1. Tsunoda would just be a car twat, in my opinion, and too toxic. Liam Lawson, too early. Toro Pinto, far too early. I would call Sebastian Vettel back. And Sebastian Vettel has been hand wound in Brazil, hasn't he? As well. I've not seen a Vettel Verstappen partnership either. And Vettel, I don't think Vettel was that bad when he did leave Aston Martin. It's this Aston Martin didn't really have the car, did they? And all that. You know, people don't come at me saying, well, how comes you criticise Hamilton but you don't criticise Vettel and all them? Blah. Because Mercedes still won races this season. Mercedes. Aston Martin have not won a race. Maybe that explains it. Duh. So, but I don't think Red Bull will go for Vettel. I think it's going to be one of Tsunoda, Lawson, or Toro Pinto. If it's out of them three, then I would have said, you know what, you may as well keep Perez, to be honest with you. As much Perez has cost Red Bull in the Constructors' Championship, in my opinion. But this was the rest of the grid. These were the drivers that missed out on the points in the sprint. And yeah, he is what it means for Drivers' Championship. So Max Verstappen is now a 4-time world champion. 62 points clear ahead of Lando Norris. We're just awaiting confirmation now of Verstappen becoming champion in Las Vegas. Charles Leclerc is now battling Lando Norris for second in the driver's standings, which no one cares about. People only care about the winner of the drivers' championship. Piastri, and people be like, he's on the gender insecurity then. Sainz will probably battle Piastri for fourth. Russell, 2 points ahead of Hamilton. Perez probably going to stay in eighth, isn't he? Alonso 9th, Hulkenberg 10th. Tsunoda 11th, Dazi 12th. Dazi and Ocon have now moved up to 12th and 14th respectively. Stroll 13th, Mansell 15th, Albon 16th, Ricardo 17th, Berman 18th, Pinto 19th, Lawson 20th, and Zhou Guanyu, Valtteri Bottas and Jordan Sargent are still yet to store points. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, McLaren do increase their lead to 36 points over Ferrari in the Constructors' battle. For me, I think Red Bull Madison stay in third. But I tell you what, Red Bull might think, you know what, if we can seal, I think Red Bull might all of a sudden put priority into both cars then and try and retain Constructors now, because the Drivers' Championship is now done. It's now done, in my opinion. Verstappen's now done, the 4-time world champion. So it's going to be interesting from Red Bull now. Do they now go after the Constructors' Championship again? Because I still think there's a bit of an opening there, because, 49 points behind McLaren? Still a tough act, obviously, still a tough act. I think Red Bull are still probably going to give up the Constructors' battle. But at least they've retained one of the titles, haven't they? By the way, it's still not been done enough season from Red Bull, because it would have been expected to retain the Constructors' Championship. But they have retained one of the titles, which was the Drivers' Championship. And McLaren, they're under pressure now to win that. Under massive pressure to win that now. Because if McLaren do not win that, it's a failure of a season for McLaren. I don't think it's a failure of a season for McLaren in the drivers. I don't agree with that. Because Verstappen still had that gap, didn't he? But Constructors, McLaren need to win that, because they've been the quickest car, the more consistent that car than Ferrari and Red Bull for majority of the season on the grid. So McLaren should be winning that Constructors' Championship. If they don't, and they yet Ferrari win it, that is probably one of the biggest stepping stones of the season, in my opinion. Mercedes, they're just going to be the fourth best team on the grid. Aston Martin are in fifth. Again, I think Aston Martin will probably be safe now, in my opinion. But we don't know. We don't know. If Alpine continue the momentum from the P17 Grand Prix, who knows? But I think Aston Martin will be safe in fifth. I think it's a battle for fifth between Alpine, Haas and RB and Williams. And Kit Sauber still yet to store points this season. Will they store points? Probably not. Probably not, in my opinion. But that is it, anyways. Bit of a rant. I did have a bit of a rant in terms of my review for the P17 Grand Prix, just because I just do not like. I just don't like the criticism being given to Max Verstappen. Obviously, you start constructive criticism, like you saw for the way he drives, obviously the way he drove in Mexico, but he's still disrespected. No one respects his achievements. I'm a UK fan, by the way. I want a British driver to win. Obviously, I don't want Hamilton to win, because I'm not really the biggest fan of Lewis Hamilton at all, in terms of off the track and with the things he says. But then, I do respect Hamilton's achievements on the track, but I stand by my opinion. I think his achievements on the track are actually quite overrated for me. Because some of them titles, he needed the car to win some of them titles and he didn't want to be challenged either. While Verstappen, 2021, 2024, and 2022, he was challenged. Let's be real. It was only last season he wasn't challenged, Max Verstappen. So, but Hamilton fans don't want to have that conversation, do they? Hamilton was only challenged, like I said, was in 2016 and 2021, and obviously 2008 as well. 2008, I actually respect that title win because he shouldn't have won that title for me. Felipe Massa should have won it because of the controversy in Singapore. And to be fair, he was in the battle in 2007, but 2007, McLaren had the time, to be fair, with Alonso and Hamilton. So, but still, most of Hamilton's title wins, he has needed the time, to be honest, in my opinion. And but it's just my opinion, people. It's just my opinion. Like I said, I still respect Hamilton's achievements on the track. At the end of the day, he's still a 7-time world champion, but he wasn't really challenged really in most of them. Let's be real. Only time he was challenged was obviously Rosberg and Verstappen in 2016, 2021. I know I keep repeating myself there, but yeah. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a damn squib now to the end of this season, isn't it? Now, Drivers' Championship's now done. But PM the media for hyping up the Drivers' title race when I did tell people it's still a bit up. It's still a bit up. And I did say, didn't I, that Max Verstappen will have Troy in 1, 4, and 3. And and that would put an end to the title. And it did. And here we are. But yeah, McLaren under massive pressure now to win that Constructors' Championship. They need to win it. Otherwise, it's a failure of a season. And I'll be giving them the same criticism I did Ferrari in 2022. But anyways, done either there from our P17 Form 3 review. We have now got another 2 to 3 week break until the last Vegas Form 3. But feel free to leave your thoughts down below on the P17 Form 3 down below in the comments. But yeah, an absolute masterclass performance from Max Verstappen, fighting back against the critics and the haters to win the Brazilian Grand Prix, to win his fourth his fourth world title. And another underrated shout out to Alpine, double podium for them, and also RB as well. Take care, stay safe. See you later as Max Verstappen puts in an absolute masterclass performance in Sao Paulo to win his fourth world title.